Beautiful day. My name is Diane Charles. I'm the Director of Corporate Communications for Art Van Furniture, otherwise known as the company spokesperson. So I'll be hosting today's event. And I'd like to start out by kind of telling you what we're going to do a little bit so you have some expectations. First of all, we'll just give you a brief overview of what the $1 Million Charity Challenge is. We've asked a couple of our representatives from the charities to speak, and then we've got a couple of surprises, including this little guy. What was that? What did you say? Oh, yes, we will. Our little charity bear here wants to make sure you know that Mr. Art Van will be speaking as well. And so who's here today? Well, we have charity represented from 30 different Metro Detroit charity organizations. We have our senior leadership team, and we have members of the community as well as our Art Van associates. So welcome. Heard that the economy has somewhat stalled lately, right? I read over the weekend that CEOs are now playing miniature golf instead of real thing. That Exxon has laid off 25 congressmen. Angelina Jolie has adopted an American child. Motel 6 won't leave the light on anymore. A picture is now only worth 200 words. They named Wall Street, Walmart Street. And the last straw, and it happened to me yesterday, I got a pre-declined credit card offer in the mail. So I guess the Art Van $1 Million Charity Challenge is the perfect time, right? Become a wonderful way to define, a defining moment for Art Van a couple years ago has now become a way to define Art Van. In 3 short years, the Art Van $1 Million Charity Challenge is making an enormous impact on the state of Michigan. I'd like to turn everyone's attention to the TV screen, and we'll take a look. Thank you.
It's a gift that keeps on giving. Began 3 years ago as a way to celebrate Art Van's 50th anniversary is paying off in ways no one could have expected.
The Art Van charity has really done extraordinary things for Benjamin's Hope. That gift raised public awareness of the needs of families with autism, which led to a $1 million gift to our organization and the gift of property. And families all over Western Michigan are feeling hope for their children with autism.
In 2009, the Art Van $1 Million Charity Challenge awarded grants ranging from $5,000 to $50,000 to 50 charities throughout the state. We were touched by the stories we heard and amazed by the work being accomplished.
These funds that we receive today will go to families that otherwise wouldn't be able to afford the services that we offer.
The challenge? Inspire others to match our grant. Our partners rose to the task, turning our $1 million into $4 million.
Our fundraising has really declined in this economy, and this is a way to reignite some of our donors and reconnect with people that may not be aware of the multitude of services that we provide and the difference we make in the community.
Art Van didn't just write a check and walk away. We became invested. We became partners. All over the state, we held fundraisers and fundraisers at our stores. We've helped furnish centers, support events. We've helped publicize organizations, become ambassadors and advocates for the cause.
Our group would not be where we are today had we not received that initial boost from the company. And being able to walk through that front door and know that as every day goes on, Mr. Van is not only helping us, he's helping other communities, other groups, other charities. It's a feeling you can't describe, you can't explain it. It's beyond proud.
And that was just year 1. In year 2, we took our commitment to the next level, supporting our partners with another check and inviting them to our events. You may wonder why. The answer is simple. We value what our guests value.
Personally, I shop at Art Van, and I've shopped at Art Van my whole life, so it was an easy opportunity to apply to a grant at a store that I've already supported.
It's a philosophy our founder and chairman, Art Van Alslander, began more than 5 decades ago. Support the communities in which we serve. In year 2, we challenged our 50 new partners to double our money, and to date, it's $3 million and counting. We also increased the stakes, awarding another $25,000 to the charity, which rallied the most public support using social media.
We won the $25,000 challenge through people that we know going online and voting for us. We were one of 50 charities that was in the run for the $25,000, and we're so very, very grateful to the Art Van family for this wonderful donation.
We also initiated the Art Van America, paying tribute to those volunteers whose tireless efforts are planting the seed of hope in families and communities in Michigan, including Elberts Patterson of the Rainbow Connection, Krista Mason of Benjamin's Hope, Natty Barney of Weeks for Kids, and Lori Baumer of Ellie's Place.
And I am so honored to accept this award on behalf of the staff and the volunteers. They're incredible. It's not me, it's them.
It's meant everything and more. It's just, I can't believe all that he's done for me and that Wigs for Kids has done.
And now, Art Van will award another $1 million to 50 new charities with the hopes that it too will turn into millions more and make a difference to countless lives.
The Kid Rock song kind of says it all. I can't change the world or make things fair. All I can do is care. All of you do care. And all of you are making a difference. But we know it takes resources. And as we said in this video, we're proud to support the communities in which we serve. Please welcome our president, Gary Van Alslander, with more on this year's Charity Challenge recipients.
Very exciting time for our company. Hardly a day goes by without someone asking about the Art Van $1 Million Charity Challenge. Often it's because a loved one or a neighbor is being helped, but it's just as likely to be because we're simply contributing to causes that they care about or helping the community at large in a time of need. Whatever the reason, we are proud to be of service. The real thanks, however, belongs with the community leaders and charity organizers that are represented here today. Thank you for all that you do for the people that are in need in the state of Michigan. You are the heart and soul of the communities that make up the fabric of what we call this great state. You give your time, you give your energy, you give your talents. It is our privilege to help with the work that you are doing. This morning, we are pleased to announce that we are donating to 30 Metro Detroit charities as part of this year's Art Van $1 Million Charity Challenge. I believe that their names are going to be scrolled on the screen rather than reading the entire list. And as it said in the video, as in past years, we're not just writing a check. We're becoming partners invested in each of your causes, your mission, your work, because we know that you are making a difference. We would, however, this morning like to recognize two very special organizations that are making and have made a tremendous difference in the city of Detroit and surrounding areas by fighting poverty and promoting self-reliance. Please join me in welcoming the first of these, Reverend Faith Fowler, the Executive Director of Cass Community Social Services.
What a great day, huh? I see so many faces I know, and I know that you're excited to be here too. I just want to say a couple things. One is sometimes when corporations step forward to do philanthropy, it's really advertising in disguise. They're really trying to market their goods to folks, and they're worried about their reputation. But it's not the case with Cass and Art Van. You have a reputation. You've been investing in the community for a very long time, well before the $1 Million Challenge. And quite frankly, the people we serve probably won't be buying your furniture soon. I was just told a couple days ago the average age of homeless person in Michigan now is 10. I didn't buy any furniture at 10. In my adult life, I've bought much from Art Van. And so I want to thank you on their behalf. And I got to thinking that what happens when we buy Art Van furniture is we create a home. We buy a table or a chair or a lamp or a bed, and it's all to the style we like, and the color and the fabric and the comfortability, and it makes our home. And with this grant, that's what you're doing for the 10-year-olds and 8-year-olds and 12-year-olds and their mothers. They're not only houseless, they're homeless. And so these funds will help us create a safe shelter temporarily and ultimately someplace new to call home. And that's a gift. I don't know that you understand the depth of the level of what it means, especially in an economy like this that we fear is about to get worse with some of the changes about to happen in terms of funding for individuals. And on their behalf, and on Cass's behalf, we are very grateful, and we want you to understand how appreciative we are that you're helping to end homelessness and create a new future for so many of our Michigan fellow residents. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the work that you're doing, and we're just happy to be a part of that and help contribute. Several months ago, I'm talking about our second special charity that we're recognizing this morning. Several months ago, our community lost a beloved contributor, Eleanor Jositis. Since its inception in 1968, she had worked tirelessly help guide the efforts of Focus Hope to promote racial equality through education and training of those less fortunate members of our community. Along with Father Cunningham, Eleanor Jositis helped feed the hungry and create 11,000 careers that paid sustainable wages. She left us too soon. Her work at Focus Hope was not complete. My father was a personal friend of Eleanor's and wanted to contribute to her rich legacy of service and to help the good work she and Father Cunningham started some 43 years ago continue to grow. So it is with great pleasure that we announce today, on behalf of the 2,500 employees at Art Van Furniture, that Focus Hope will receive the maximum grant of $50,000. My father's going to come up in a minute to share his thoughts on this Jositis. But first, please help me welcome the CEO of Focus Hope, Mr. William Jones.
Good morning. It has been such a short time since we lost Eleanor Jositis, and carrying on the work of Eleanor and Father Cunningham is what I've been chosen or been called to do in that responsibility. But before I thank you, I've got to make mention of the fact that those of you who knew Eleanor, and I see lots of folks in the audience that I know have had contact with and knew her very, very well, also knew that she was an extremely good judge of character. And at Mackinac, at the policy conference, I got the opportunity to witness the very personal affection that Eleanor and Mr. Van shared in a way that was deep, significant, and obviously important to them both. So I want to thank you for that, for being her friend through these many, many years. It has been a tough fundraising environment, and challenges like this help us all. And I see lots of colleagues from the nonprofit world in the audience here today. It helps us to continue our work in workforce development, actively putting people back to work. It helps us to continue to feed folks through our food program and distributing to 43,000 seniors in the Southeast, seniors and low-income mothers with dependent children here in Southeastern Michigan. And it helps us embrace education in the neighborhoods surrounding our campus in a very deep, personal way, with a commitment to making sure that every child has got a great start and the opportunity to succeed, not just through high school, but beyond and into college, and to make them consumers ultimately. You know, this is a scary place for me because every time I come in here with my wife, it seems like I leave a lot lighter. But today it's a very joyous place for me because we're going to take these funds and commit them to the Eleanor Jositis Fund for Focus Hope, and specifically to our Early Childhood Learning Center, so that we can continue to get low-income babies in that range between the ages of 0 and 5, all to that great start that's also important to make them successful adults. So sir, ma'am, thank you very, very much for this extraordinary gift and for the way you challenge others to reach out and embrace the nonprofit community in a way that is going to be extremely meaningful to us all. Thank you.
As you all know, Eleanor Jositis was a very special lady, especially to my father. And I know he'd like to say a few words about the work of Focus Hope and why the Art Van $1 Million Challenge is so important to him and the 2,500 employees at Art Van. Yeah, everyone, my father, chairman, founder of Art Van Furniture, Mr. Art Van. I'm not missing this morning. I have a little sciatica. It's crippling, but I said I'm not missing this because of Eleanor. Eleanor and I go way back along with Father Cunningham, and she and I served on a couple of boards together. And you know, when I think about Eleanor, I said, Eleanor, do you ever have a bad day? And she said, not around you, I don't, honey. You know, so we have been through a lot together, and I have such admiration for her and for Focus Hope and what you are doing. And thank you for your kind remarks this morning. I am delighted to be here this morning, to be honest, to share this. I'm very proud of what our people have done. I think they have done such an outstanding job of bringing people together and making more and more people aware of the need, the tremendous need that is today. I think when we started this 3 years ago, and Janie Ray Turnbull said, Art, I think this is what we should do because of your 50th and so forth. I said, well, Jamie, it's a nice thing, but to give $1 million away in this economy is not easy to do. She said, these are the things that we can accomplish, and we set out. I had no idea that it would turn out to be what it has become, because what we've actually been able to do is alert so many people that we're not aware of the tremendous need. So I'm indeed thankful for that. And really very, very happy to share with all of you here this morning. We're extremely proud of our people. I want to say on behalf of the Art Van organization that it's easy for me to sign the checks. It's the entire organization that takes particular delight in being part of this. So I thank you for being here this morning. I hope we can continue to do it. And thank you all for all that you do. Thank you very much.
In many ways, this is my favorite day of the year and my least favorite day of the year. It's my favorite because it's like Christmas, right? I mean, we're making dreams come true and all that. But you know when you were little and you couldn't sleep the night before because you're so excited? Well, that was me. So like I'm on like spirits of sleep because I'm just like nerves. Anyhow, we're not done. Okay, so we're a Michigan-based company. We're all about the state of Michigan. So we want everyone to get involved. So to raise awareness for the Art Band $1 Million Charity Challenge and your organizations, we are unleashing the passion of all our neighbors, friends, colleagues to rally around the issues and organizations that are most meaningful to you. So we're going to up the ante. Are you ready for this? We're going to offer an additional $10,000, $15,000, and $25,000 bonus grant to all 150 Charity Challenge partners. All right? Don't forget to work it. Yeah, I'm talking about. All right, so here's how it works. Over the next 2 weeks, beginning September 15th, so today's the 13th, so in 2 days, we're going to kind of open the votes. And running until September 30th, raving bands of Art Band and all our charities and the general public will be able to encourage to vote for the very favorite charity. Okay, so you log on to artband.com and you vote for one of the Art Band $1 Million Charity Challenge partners. The charity that gets the most votes over the next 2-week period will win the $25,000. The second place will be $15,000 and the third place will be $10,000. So, here's the deal. You can vote for as many charities as you want, but you can only vote for one charity one time. Does that make sense? Okay. So, here's the thing. We did this last year. Grace Center of Hope got the award, and they were very creative. They partnered with the radio station. We had another charity recipient partner with a billboard company. So put your thinking caps on, okay, and figure out how you're going to leverage your fans and the community to vote for you and get that extra money, okay? But we're not done, all right? I kind of teased you and I introduced you to our little furry friend. And so I would like to bring up Jamie Ray Turnbull. And Jamie Ray is kind of our architect of the $1 Million Charity Challenge. She has owned this project and we're really, really proud of her. So please welcome Jamie Ray Turnbull. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I have had the great pleasure of working with many of you through the grant application process, and I can't tell you how rewarding it is for each of us to be able to witness the work that you do. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. But this isn't the end. This is the beginning of a partnership. Just as you heard our colleagues talk about the partnership with Art Band, we're here to be a resource for you. I'm here to be a resource for you to help you take these grants and leverage these grants to raise more for your organizations. So please know that I'm available to you. And as we talk about that partnership, and Diane alluded to a new friend, the Art Band Charity Bear. The Art Band Charity Bear is another way to raise money. Art Band is going to be selling these bears for each of the charities starting next month through the holiday with the goal of raising an additional $60,000 for your charities. So anybody that buys one of these bears at any one of our 34 locations, as well as our 5 Pure Sleep locations, we'll be able to state which charity we'd like it to go toward, and we'll be sending each of you a check. So the goal is to get the word out about our charity bear. Information is going to be on the website. We are really proud. Our employees are very proud, and the work that you do is remarkable. So thank you very much. We're here and available to help in any way, so please use us as a resource. We'd like to have photos taken afterward with Gary and Art Band. So if you want to come on over, and I don't know, Diane, you might have a few things to wrap it up. But thank you so much for being here, and congratulations. Okay. How cute is that charity bear? It's going to be $39.95. We're not making a dime off of this, so $15 of each of the bear goes back to the charity. So please encourage. I mean, it's Christmas shopping done right here, right now, right? Okay. So I'm a mother of 4. So it's in my nature. I got to recap with you, make sure you know everything that's going on, all right? We announced that 30 Metro Detroit charities have received grants, right? Okay, we announced that we have an online contest for an extra $25, $15, and $10,000. And we introduced our new friend Charity Bear, right? Okay, great. Now we're going to wrap things up. We have checks for everyone. They're the big, oversized ones. We would like you to take your picture with Mr. Van Sr. or Gary Van, and then you're welcome to take those checks with you and use them for publicity and to leverage in your other events as you go to raise funds. So, on behalf of the entire Art Band team, thank you so much for coming. And guess what? We get to go now to Saginaw and announce grants in Saginaw, Mid-Michigan, and then tomorrow we'll be in Lansing, Grand Rapids, and Traverse City announcing more grants for the rest of the state. So thank you very much and have a great day.